Legendary Soho nightclub Madame Jojo's has had its license revoked after a violent altercation outside the venue last month. However, some are arguing that this is an attempt by Westminster City Council to gentrify Soho.
Do you think it's fair that the council has revoked Madame Jojo's license after last month's altercation?
The fact that the bouncers used baseball bats on a member of the public, that the general manager was involved and all that kind of thing. It's a serious incident, but taking away the licence is the most serious thing that the council can do. They got rid of the general manager who was implicated in the assault, they got rid of the security team who were implicated in the assault, they got rid of the designated premises supervisor who, is essentially the person responsible for and in charge of the general running of the whole venue. Getting rid of all of those people is essentially Madame Jojo saying, we've seen to that, we've taken away any chance that might happen again.
You've been quoted in The Guardian saying that the council is using this incident as an excuse to take away Madame Jojo's license. Why do you think it's trying to gentrify Soho?
If you look at the development plans for that specific area, it involves the demolishing of Madame Jojo's. But that can't go ahead for the time being, because Madame Jojo's continues to have an active lease with Soho Estates. If Madame Jojo's an escape to be shut down and have their licence removed, it's quite convenient.
Why do you think Madame Jojo should remain in business?
Madame Jojo's has been there, for the best part of 50 or 60 years. It is an institution within Soho, and to take away everything that has that history, you just take the soul out of the area completely.
On October 24th, security and staff from Madame Jojo's and neighboring bar Escape assaulted a customer. CCTV footage shows the party in a verbal dispute, resulting in security and staff punching a black male. He left before returning with a group of men to throw glass bottles at Madame Jojo's door. The bouncers then attacked him with baseball bats. Police called to have Madame Jojo's license suspended. Although the club changed its management and security team, its license was revoked this week. Locals have voiced their disappointment in the club's closure.
It's huge. It's famous. Shouldn't be shut down.
It's important to have music venues, places where they play records, even if it's just disco.
So it's very sad that Madame Jojo's is no more. It's a bit like the Moulin Rouge in Paris, I guess. The end of an era,
Madame Jojo's is one of Soho's oldest gems. The venue has been on Brewer Street since the 1950s, but got its name a decade later when adult club owner Paul Raymond bought the club. Since then, it has been a hub for cabaret, burlesque, and drag nights. It has hosted some of the earliest gigs played by alternative bands like the XX and Anna Calvi, and is where Lorde had her first UK performance. Councillor Tim Mitchell, chairman of Westminster City Council's licensing committee, sent us the following statement. The fact that these events are the subject of an ongoing criminal investigation is a reflection of how serious the assault was. Soho's character contributes no end to the diversity of London and the appeal that it has to its many visitors, which is why we want it to be a safe environment. Madame Jojo's declined to comment. To Londoners, the closure of Madame Jojo's marks the end of Soho's vibrant club scene.
It's slowly disappearing. When I was here, when I first came to London, it was really seedy, and I loved it.
It's becoming like just a random street in London where it used to be like Soho, like a really exciting place to go, and now it's just kind of losing that, I think.
And half the world all comes to visit the different things London's got to offer. If you cut certain venues, you're limiting that experience.
After almost half a century of wild parties and burlesque nights, Madame Jojo's has taken its last bow. This is Alexandra Semi reporting from London.